Hi everyone, this is Lighthouse Tarot. This will be a love reading for all signs. In particular, it's a Scorpio moon love reading. So we did just finish a full moon as well in Scorpio, and we are in Scorpio as well. So we're going to take a look at, past, present, future, your wants, your needs, and your overall outcome. And we're also going to pull some oracle cards as well. So we're going to take a look at that and get a little bit more insight. So let's see what is coming through for all of you. Okay, so we started with the Fool. Now it's really interesting because the Fool, it's Uranus as well. But it's also, air energy, which is like spread your wings and fly. It's especially when it's referring to love during the Scorpio moon. It's this idea of like, having this anticipation to start over in relationships, but also taking that leap of faith and just doing it and knowing that whatever your heart desires, you are going to blossom in positivity. And so, you have a lot of wonder, this wondrous spirit, but you're also trying to figure out if this new journey is going to steer you in the right direction. So this new relationship, this new ambition that you're interested in with this current partner or significant other as well. So this is exactly that. You're not just spreading to fly, right? You're doing an and. So there's that conjunction letting you know that you are going to be positive and like be free-spirited and liberated. And you're just going to know that this person is your person. You're going to feel ready, and that's exactly how you felt in the past, that you could just do things with curiosity and just go for it. You don't think twice, and you know that if you're bogged down in your thinking, you feel like you won't do it. And so that's what the Uranus energy as well, just this idea of taking your leap of faith, but also understanding that this wondrous energy is potential for new growth. And so let's see what else is coming through for you for your present. Okay, we have Four of Cups. Now, this can be interesting because it is contemplation as well. And the fact that it came in the present, you could be in a lot of thought right now. You're in a lot of self-reflection. So you're trying to figure out if, what happened in your past, this idea of like being not so much naive, but starting this new adventure was bad for you. And so you're thinking a lot about that. And so this could even be your significant other as well, referencing this past relationship. And so you were feeling a little stuck, but you know that you have a lot of nostalgia, so you want to understand where it's coming from. So at this time, you could be closed off. Even in your current relationship, you could just be in your head right now, but you have a lot of stability around you as well. And so you understand that taking that time for yourself could bring this sense of what you felt exactly in that past, this idea of like blossoming even in newness. And that's exactly what you're going to do. But you just need that second to like recoup your emotions. And so you're going to feel like, you're going to feel as if that more spontaneity as well in your life. And that's kind of like what this is saying, but with compassionate energy, not just doing things for the sake of doing them, but like being graceful while doing it. And so similarly, let's see what we have for the future. We have like this Eight of Pentacles. So clearly a lot of work energy here is coming through. We also have, it's really interesting because we did just end with the 4, and that is a multiple. It's also going in sequence, the number. So again, this is the idea that you are very detail oriented. So you could even have this insight of this relationship and understand that when you put in the work, you are going to see results, even with your relationships. And so this can blossom into something really abundant for you in your life. You just have to be comfortable, without feeling too attached. And that's kind of like with that Uranus energy too. It's spontaneity. Someone could just be coming in and was reflecting, and they want to talk about it. So that closed off feeling is coming from somewhere. So it could also be coming from, you know, that they did such and such and they thought it was going to lead to such and such, but it didn't. So, you know, they're feeling a little, you know, not motivated. And so they're just so solely focused on their work in order to just get that abundance, that stability going for them. We have the Nine of Pentacles. So it's very interesting as well. I was referring to sequence, and we do go from the 8 to the 9. So abundance is in your favor here. You know that you working on yourself will lead to great success. And that's what you're doing. You know, you understand that you can't always feel dependent or codependent on someone, right? You need to understand that you have to live for you and they live for them. And you guys come together and you guys create a perfect duo, a perfect team, a team effort. Also, did what you did at that time. It led to those results. Don't keep whatever hurt you in the past remain in the past. You know, just let it remain in the past, but don't bring it up all the time. And so you being in this energy is allowing you to realize that as well, that not everything is related to the past. You know, you can grow from that and you can heal from that. Similarly to what the Four of Cups is saying to the Eight of Pentacles. Because we go from the 8 to the 9, it's letting you know that these ambitions that you're interested in by yourself are going to lead to great accomplishments and rewards, and you're going to have so much abundance that you're happy you took this leap of faith. You took this independence and you just did it. You took this spontaneity and you did it. You were very spontaneous. You were very forthcoming. But that's what's going to lead to your success, especially in this relationship. Because, you know, the thing about being, you don't want to always be bored. And so when you're always around people, right, it can lead to a lot of boredom, maybe possible arguments. So this idea of working on yourself is in your favor, and it's going to build to success. So we are seeing a lot of selflessness. You don't want to neglect yourself, right? But you also want to help the relationship as well. And by doing that, you have to also understand yourself. In the area of what you need, wow, we have reflective energies here as well. We go from the Four of Cups to the Nine of Cups. Now, the Nine of Cups is everything has turned out well, right? Enjoy your success. In order for you to get that happiness, you need that abundance. You need that reward. And so you're going to see it. Maybe not yet, but it's happening. And the same thing here with that Nine of Cups. You're very compassionate individual. You're very empathetic. You understand that you need to put your trust in the universe, so you have that like spiritual compassion, and that's exactly, and it's diagonally, it's diagonally from the Fool. So it's letting you know that that compassion energy is in your favor. As long as you have compassion with this person, you feel really solely connected, and you know you're connected. You feel this emotionally with this person. I mean, we do have a lot of selflessness, but we also have that you need to be optimistic at this time. That just because that happened doesn't mean that you won't ever get a new relationship again. It's just letting you know the universe has better for you. And that's what's happening. If you're with this person or you're talking to this person, the universe has better for you. It may not be exactly what you want, but you have to just trust. And this trusting is going to happen. And when you do that self-care, you do a lot of things that's going to be for your highest good. And so what do we have for the overall outcome? Oh wow, we have the Hierophant. Now, it's very interesting because the Hierophant is traditional. We also are in Taurus season, so I do want to mention that. We did get a lot of Earth as well, which is, these are Virgos, the Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. But this is Taurus, that your teachings and your beliefs, you're understanding them. You're understanding everything. You understand how life works, and you understand where you need to go. You understand that to build, you need to have stability. To have stability, you need to, and vice versa. So you know that, you know, this reciprocity is needed in a relationship as well. You need to focus on yourself and build yourself to then be able to have a unionized relationship. And so this is very strong as well. It's also very a faithful card. So you are a very faithful person. You understand tradition. You understand history and what it means solely to connect you to, you know, what connects to life. You know, faith is used a lot as a way for like divine wisdom. So it's that idea, you know, that you want stability in this relationship. You can be a little, you're constantly in your own thoughts. You're always thinking about something that you need to do because you have this working energy as well. Like you overwork yourself, but you know it's going to lead to that abundance. It is going to take time. You just have to trust in the universe. And then with that, you're going to see this relationship blossom. This could even be a marriage as well, because we do go from Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles just in the main spread alone. So building that stability in sequence. And so it is going to take time because you have to do it in sequence, right? So you can't just start from 10 and you didn't even start from 1. So it's this idea of understanding sequence and that it will all come in divine timing. So, and the fact that we have multiples just in the first row, 4 and 8, I mean, that's really interesting. And then we have the 2 9s at the bottom. The number cards, you get 3, so I'm sensing a lot of communication. There is a lot of blue as well, and just in the first row there's blue, so I am sensing that. And then if you look at the unnumbered, that 5, so that Hierophant, it's letting you know that, well, this communication that you're going to experience with this individual, they're going to be truthful, they're going to express their emotion, it's going to lead to marriage. It's going to lead there. And so that's really awesome. Let's see. And also in the first row, we get 3. So that's pretty significant, not only with just the numbered cards, but then also the first row. Bottom row, we get, again, 5. So it's that idea of like tradition. It's resorting back to this idea of tradition and that things are going to work out traditionally in your favor. Also, what you're working towards in this relationship is going to make you feel really powerful as well. That you are going to feel really connected morally to this individual and to yourself and to your faith. Just everything's going to feel connected, and that's really important. We do the whole spread, that 8 of Pentacles, and that's really interesting. So the 8 of Pentacles is find this work-life balance. You can't always be in your head about things. You can't always be closed off, because I am sensing a lot of like working independently. So it's like it's nice and all, but you also need to grow, and but you know yourself that it's very helpful. So if that's something that you're interested in, you know, it's this idea of like communicating that with this individual as well. If you look at the bottom of the deck, mention that 8, and so look, the Star. So it's like all these dreams are coming into fruition. You have this opportunity, you have this faith to grow. I mentioned this idea of like tradition with the Hierophant. So it's this idea that rebirth is kicking in. And again, I mean, it's next to the 8 of Pentacles. So it's this idea that, wow, your dreams are going to come true. Whether it's taking time, a lot of emotional burdens, but it's going to come true. You're going to feel what you wanted. You wanted this union. You wanted this relationship. You wanted it to blossom. And if you didn't take that leap of faith, as you did in the past, you wouldn't have learned later on. And so that's really interesting. Also, I did mention the number 3 just in the first row, and with the numbered cards as well, it makes 3. So it's really interesting that 3 is coming up, because as well on the bottom we also have that 3 of Pentacles. No contact here, but it's this idea that like this is going to this energy is going to rework itself. You're going to feel like you're going to feel as though that you're working in this team, even if you're not in contact with this individual, due to the fact that they have been interested in another individual. So I am sensing that. However, you know, what you are wanting is this relationship to flourish, and it might not happen now, but it will. So that's really significant. Also could be that they need to learn their own karmic battles as well. So the sense of duality and understanding that they have their own karmic teaching they need to learn. So it's going to take some time. They're doing a lot of self-reflective energy, like a lot of work with themselves. So that's really important. Also, they're leading into a spiritual path because we do have that 9 of Cups and then the Hierophant. So it's again like understanding tradition, but also like opening your mind as well to trusting and not being too attached to things. So again, this codependency. Also, let's see what we have at the top. Wow. Just these cards alone make to the 2. So it's really interesting. I'm saying that the communication's coming through because look what's coming up. The Page of Swords. Someone is really eager to talk to you about their feeling of demotivation or unmotivation towards you. This could even be, like I said, a no contact situation at this time. So someone is not talking to you, but they have a lot of restless energy, and it's interesting that it's touching that Fool. Interesting because at the bottom, the blue, it's almost like the blue continues even into the Page of Swords. It's blue, leads to blue, more blue. So it's this idea that someone's very eager. They're just holding in their feelings right now. Probably going through apathy, but they're also learning their karmic teachings. So I am sensing that. So that did put them on a spiritual path as well of believing in faith. We'll spread that 8, and then it's interesting, top of the spread and the bottom of the deck has that 8 energy, which again is a sense of rebirth. So they could be trying to start something new with you, but they need to communicate that. So that's what's happening here. Also, it's the numbered cards for Earth right now. So it's that 2, which really connects that top energy, that Page of Swords, which is earth and air. So, and then it's connected to that Fool, spontaneous energy, and they're very eager to just do it. They know they just have to do it. If they think too much, it's not going to happen. Sense where they're always doubting an aftermath. They're always thinking about the effect instead of just doing it and knowing that there could be a positive. Let me see if I can pull another top of the deck card so we can see what's going on. Let me also just add up the total spread as well. It brings up that 3, so someone is really trying to communicate at this time. That 3 of Pentacles as well, that they're very influenced by outside factors, so that could be a reason why they're very stalled in their energy, because it also is a no contact. So they're also like, a lot of things are coming up in their life that they are putting their sole focus on, but they do think about you. They recollect a lot. I mean, the fact that we have the 4 of Cups and the 9 of Cups in reflective energy, just have to believe in divine timing and that things will work out for your success and for your highest good. Just in the top row, I do want to mention, because I did pull another one at the top of the deck, just to give a clarifying for the Page of Swords. Communication is sparking. We do have a lot of blue as well, throat chakra energy. Then we pulled the Empress. So exactly, it's be happy with the results of your actions. Someone finds you very stunning, especially at this time. They could be looking at you somehow. I am sensing that, especially with that Page of Swords. So they're holding their feelings, but they're interested. They're really interested in communicating with you at this time. Like I said, they find you very, very attractive and very beautiful. And the fact that it's even touching that 9 of, it's like she goes from sitting to standing. It's this indication that they even like how you dress, your style. They like you. They really do. Just have to trust in the divine timing, that 9 of Cups. We have the 3 bookmarked. I mean, it is the Empress. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles. But again, it's this idea of communication. So they could even be communicating with someone as well that they trust, that they have faith in. So that can be someone that they're interested as well into talking to. Also, the fact that we have the Page of Swords touching the Empress, I mean, it relates to the Hierophant in that regard. Why? Because it's tradition. This person is very interested in you. They like the way you dress. They like you for you. They might not just be telling you right now. So that's pretty significant. And then if you just look at this side, we get that 2, which is the Page of Swords. That Page of Swords energy, which is pretty awesome. I also love your confidence. So I'm sensing a lot of confident energy that they really love as well about you. They are in their thoughts. I'm also sensing a lot of time is, being spent thinking about you as well. I mean, the fact that it's like right next to each other as well, the Nine of Cups, it's almost half their energy is dedicated towards you. They just don't really express it as of yet. So, but they have that energy, which again brings that Nine of Cups. You have to trust in divine timing because they're very interested. So 4 of their cups are just constantly thinking about you, their thoughts. So I want to take a look at some oracles as well so we can see what's going on. So I am going to go in the order in which it was received. All right, so we are going to pull about 6. If there's anything lingering, we will see. See them together. So I'm going to pull them. I'm going to pull them and then we will go from there. All right, 2 more cards if possible. 2 more cards, please. To explain this Scorpio moon reading. Okay, so we got 5 cards, but we're gonna need 1 more. Okay, amazing. If we have to pull more, we'll see as well. So let's put these aside and go in the order. The first one we have date night. So someone here could be going on a date. Get ready to be wined and dined. That's exactly what it says here. So it's this idea that they can be communicating with you. They're just going to take the leap of faith. And that's what that Fool energy as well. I am sensing. Okay, so really interesting. We did get divorce. I mean, this is very significant. This doesn't necessarily have to be a divorce, but this can be that someone had a previous relationship and they're kind of like they want to let that go. So I do sense, communication back and forth between you individuals as well. They could even try to be discussing that on a date night with this individual to let them know what's going on. So we have yes, which is, again, if you're really eager in this relationship, luck is on your side right now, so take this action. Take that leap of faith. Go with this individual. Just start it. Start something new with them. Don't constantly be in the past. Just do it. Positivity is definitely on your side, especially if you're doing a lot of self-reflection, work on yourself. So I did also mention this individual could be having a no contact situation right now, but they are intrigued with you, so we do have a distance. You and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. So this can also be referring to that divorce card as well. So it's an indicator that these people could be divorcing because they're not very emotional with one another, but also this could even be you if you're starting this relationship anew. This can be that you want to work together to not have any distance as well. Okay, I did mention communicate, the communication idea with blue as well coming up. So we have communicate, compromise, forgive, work it out. So something needs to be communicated towards this person. Emotional distance. They may also be expressing that they're emotionally distant at this time because they are doing a lot of self-work. Higher their vibrational energy. I also have caution. So it's like find out more information. Don't overwork yourself. So it's really interesting that we have the caution card, and I did mention that someone is overworking themselves and overthinking a lot with that 4 of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles. So that caution card is an indicator that your person is in their head. They're very much in their head. This leap of faith that they used to take, well, now their life, they're on this traditional path, so they're trying to be as though they are less rash. I guess they feel that this leap of faith can be rash for them, so they want to really gather their stability first, especially mentally. Let's see if there's anything else that needs to be clarified. Okay, so I did mention, this is Taurus season. This could even be your significant other, but they could be an earth sign. This can even be an earth sign. However, it's further exemplifying that this is for Taurus season as well. So it's letting you know that this person wants to communicate. It's just going to take some time. Whether in a relationship or not with this individual, they have stuff they're going through. So if they're in a relationship already, they have stuff they're working towards. They may also be interested in you. I do sense some third party energy, 3 as well. They find you very beautiful, so I mean, that's amazing. Is there any other references? Last but not least, we got gambling. So problem with addiction or gambling. So someone had bad finances and that's why they're working towards themselves. They're not really sure if being in a relationship is of sound mind for them. So they feel like it's very rash and it's just not working for them. So right now they're working on themselves. They're cooperating with others, but they're also kind of working through the motions just to keep working so they can get that energy. Okay, I can't also unsee this. So remember I did mention this communication. It's really interesting that they're going to communicate. Very eager to express to you. Someone has to tell you something. So that could be anything in this regard, especially with love. They're going to tell you something, whether they cheated, maybe that could be it. Whether they were with another party, that can be it as well. Kind of two-time the situation. That can be that as well, to let you know, hey, I need to move on with my life, but I also have to tell you something. So that can be coming up as well. I wanted to pull up another card for the confession, and we got the 6 of Swords. Very interesting because this person wants to do this new transition in their life, but they're kind of stuck on you. They're stuck, they need to move on, but they need to take action in regards to communication. So there's something that they really want to talk about. It may be a date night, it may not be, but it's something where they're going to ask you to meet with them. Okay, we got confessions. Look at the numbered cards, right? The numbered cards in the whole spread, including the bottom, this 6 coming up. And I did mention, and it's really interesting that we have the Empress and then the 3 of Pentacles. So again, if you were in like a third party situation, so this person's trying to do a transition or conform to a transition in their life, and they're getting this confirmation. The only other card as well that has multiple people is that 3 of Pentacles. So it's this idea that they're trying to move on with someone, right? But they're very much in their head. They're trying to find balance and alignment in this relationship, but they're in their head. So it's like they know they need to move on to solve their problems, but is that really going to solve their problems? And so they're in their head about this a lot. Also, I can't unsee this. It did come up. I mean, Mercury retrograde kind of, it ended. However, there could still be some ruminating energy, but we did end with the Magician. So it's really interesting and is letting you know that this relationship can happen. This significant other that you are interested in could be in a very emotional block, but they have the energy they need to communicate because we are in Mercury retrograde, right? So there's communication issues, with that occurrence. But because we did pull the Magician, on its end date, is an indicator, again, this communication is bound to happen. Also, I wanted to pull another oracle. We did get the love spell, so it's something in regards to they've possibly been bewitched. If you do believe in that, I mean, this can resonate with some of you, but it is an indicator that they're trying to find balance in their life, and they feel that moving on from this person is going to help them. You know, they're going with emotions, but I don't sense that they're fully happy. They're constantly in their thoughts, but they are leading to a lot of self-worth and abundance. So, and they find you very beautiful. So, and they're very eager to talk to you. So we have that for you. So someone as well could be, you know, possibly performing some sort of, or conducting black magic. So I am sensing that as well, that there could be some dark energy approaching this individual, or it's on this individual at this current time. So even though there's this constant abundance, you know, they're stagnant with you. Get stagnant energy here, but we get a lot of self-growth, and so that's really awesome. As long as, you know, they're working towards their highest good, you know, it can counteract that as well. So it will lead to greater success, it will lead to faith, it will lead to communication. They just need this transition in their life to problem solve whatever they're going through, and it's going to work. So it's going to work for you. It's going to be obviously as well when you least expect it, because you too also have to work on your self-growth. And that's exactly what that Empress is signifying. You need to do your own fair share of working, but not overworking yourself. Again, we did get this caution card. Information. You don't want to overwork yourself. And so if you don't want to overwork yourself, you need to find alternatives. And that's what this individual is doing. Wow, this is a very interesting reading. Hopefully this resonates with you and continues to resonate with you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.